Diamonds in my wrist. We got those bad, that's I swear, baby, it was just kiss nuts. How could I forget that you done for me? Baby, gonna take the...
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And Hill running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Rosen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On play action, Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Now Gordon on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Caught left side, Williams. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Hey, go orange back for. Set, Delta!
Rivers now on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Rosen off the play action. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Twisting away. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And they'll go on the ground. And some space here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Second down, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go. On now, lock it in.
On second down, Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A first down throw here for Rivers. It's complete right side to Benjamin. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hurry up.
From the gun, Rivers. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, look at that. He's to the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hurry up, here we go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the sparkling display of footwork. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Patriot! Gone!
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now it's Rosen looking. Right side complete to Butler. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rosen. David Johnson here on the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The play fake. Here's Rosen. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got Gresham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rosen looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Dawson's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
4 down.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out now come the Cardinals. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up!
On third down, Rosen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Andy Lee now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 44 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Rosen to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run with a forward Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's back to throw. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. That's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Now let's go.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a